Welcome to my channel, Tiny Table Tarot. I'm Jay, and we're going to do an all signs next 48 hours. And we'll just jump right into it. Aries. Aries! Let's see what's going on with you. Aries, it feels as though you may be telling yourself, I'm just going to be quiet, or I'm going to keep to myself. It feels as though you are trying to censor yourself over the next 48 hours. This could just be, you don't want to lash out at anybody. You don't want to tell anybody about themselves. You're censoring yourself. Okay. Especially around close friends and family. Also, there's something about you not wanting them to be like, oh, well, that's Aries. And it's not that you care, because I don't feel like you care, but you just don't want to have any reason that would make you tell somebody about themselves. All right, let's see. Scorpio, Sagittarius could be significant. Dang. It seems like, I don't know, you're coming up with this energy of, I don't know if I want to participate or go to an event or hang out with these people. It feel like you kind of want to do a solo thing. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like to keep the peace, you would much rather be by yourself or to yourself. Now, it doesn't show any type of isolation or hermit mode or anything like that. It kind of just shows, yeah, I'm going to stay away from those who upset me or provoke me or something along those lines. A Leo, a Scorpio, or a Sagittarius could be in that picture. Honestly, Aries, if this is exactly what you want to do, if you feel as though you need to put some sort of restraint or restriction either on someone else, a group of someone else, or even yourself, do so, because you know you better than you. If clearly you feel as though something might happen, or you have to tell somebody about themselves, or somebody's going to get out of pocket, then make the decision to do the opposite so you don't run into any conflict, you know? And I feel like your intuition is really nudging you. Look at this. We have the Hangman. So, like, yeah, I don't really feel like you want to be wherever these other folks are or this other person is. Let's see. And to be honest, I don't see a group of people. I only see, well, I don't see a group of people. That's not what I meant to say. I only see a group of people. I don't see any individual person per se. It feels like it's a bunch. So this could be your coworkers. You're like, nah, I'd rather not go to that function, or I'd rather not sit with them or go to that group meeting, whatever. If this is family, I definitely don't want to see Uncle Bob, Uncle Joe, and Aunt Betty. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Hold on. Let's see. And to be honest, because, I don't see any other like specific person, the debate that you are having over the next 48 hours is with yourself. Oh, gosh. Okay, so somebody among the group would be saying to you, no, Aries, just, everything will be fine. Everything will be, nobody's going to bother you. Nobody's going to mess with you or something like that. Just come. From what I can see with this Three of Swords being here, you feel like something is going to go down. So if that's how you're feeling, avoid conflict, avoid those headaches, because you don't have to place yourself in this predicament if you don't want to. You know what I mean? Especially if this is something that is always happening. Yeah, especially if it always occurs. Now you do have, if you have like a love partnership or maybe even a bestie or something like that, they might be the one saying, it might not be that bad. It might not be that bad. But again, if your intuition is telling you, nah, it's always that bad, I would go with your gut. Because you know the situation for what it is. You know how these people are. You know how they get down. So over the next 48 hours, it feels as though you could be invited into a group or a group setting, hanging out socially, co-workers, family, whatever. And you're saying to yourself, yeah, I'm going to avoid that because I already know that I'm going to have to tell each one of them about themselves. And I don't want to do that. So, yeah. That's kind of what I see over the next 48 hours, Aries. So go with your gut. Give you some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Taurus. Oh no, come on. As soon as I say Taurus, I get hungry. Taurus. It's something about late night eating or something. Or late night snacking. It doesn't seem bad or anything like that. Or you could be hungry right now. Because as soon as I said your name, I'm hungry myself. Alright, let's see. Ooh, Queen of Swords. What the hell she want? Okay, I don't like this already because it kind of feels like there is, let's just keep going, hold on, because it's not bad but it's stupid. All right, so over the next 48 hours, Taurus, if you've left a situation behind, such as a friend group, or you're just kind of isolated, or you've separated from someone, even a love partnership, it feels like there is some sort of middleman that is coming to bridge the gap between you and this broken partnership, friendship, or whatever it was. They could be saying, come on, Taurus, just work with them. Just work with them. And it's like the person who they want you to work with, one, I don't feel as though you want to. But also, the middleman is just as janky, I guess. I mean, I don't know what actual word we can use to describe them, but they're birds of a feather flock together, basically. Okay, so this person could be coming to talk to you. Oh yeah, no, Jack want to just speak to you, or Jill just wants to just speak to you, but I don't know, they have a lie about whatever it is that they're saying, because Jack or Jill don't want to just speak to you. It also feels like a mother figure or a father figure, possibly. Oh, just speak to your mother. You know she wants you. You know she has the best interest or something. Or just speak to your father. You know he cares about you. Now, when they say that portion, now I'm not saying everything that they will be saying is a lie, but there's a lie somewhere in there, in that transaction. So, oh yeah, just speak to your cousin. You know they mean well. No, the fuck they don't. No, they don't. They don't mean well. You get what I'm saying? It's that transaction that is, you're trying to persuade me to do something or go towards someone, and the whatever conversation you're using is the reason why I don't mess with them in the first place. Something like that. Oh, they just want to work with you. Do they? Do they? Okay. And now I got even hungrier. This, you know what? This could be one of those situations where you can get slightly stressed over, and maybe stress eating could be a result of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, but, you know, it could be something along those lines. All right, let's see what this is about. Yeah, they want to work with you. No, they don't. They just want to be, I don't know, they want something. It's something that they need from you. You got the juice. That's what it is. You got the sauce. They need you to do something. Hold on. Yeah, so they trying to get things back together. It's either your consistency, your stability, your finances, the way you think, the way you maneuver time, or something along those lines. There's something about you being good at taking care of business or taking care of something. And this person, they seem to just be the, I don't know, the comedic, I don't know, what they call the people in the movie when you, I can't even think of it. But basically, they're just like a little side thing. I shouldn't use that because I don't want you to think it's like a, jeez. Hold on, Taurus. Hold on, babes. They're like the comedic relief. You know what I mean? They add just a little laughter to the mix, or they add a little bit of happiness whenever it's there, or they bring just a little bit more fun to the equation. But whereas you're doing all of the work, you get things done, everything is completed, and then they come in, bum, and everyone's laughing. Yes, now in a perfect world, that is a good balance to have. You know, you have somebody who works, you have somebody who's lightening the mood, and maybe that works together. But it feels like it got to a point where this person is just not doing anything in regards to getting something accomplished or getting something together or working with you. Does that make sense? Either this person can't do what you do in a timely manner or as fast as you can do it, or they just don't know how to do it. And they also could be losing as a result of you disconnecting yourself or pulling yourself out of the equation. Yeah, look. No, I need you. No, nope. Let me see where the person is. I mean, it's kind of, it could be a Virgo, Gemini, a Libra. Just for the major arcanas. It doesn't have to be any of those signs. But over the next 48 hours, there is someone who is approaching you. Could be a middleman, could be a friend of a friend, who is asking you to reconnect with someone who you don't want to reconnect with. This is a person who may not know how to allocate time, or may not know how to be good with their money. They want you to come back so that you can help them. And I really feel like you're sitting firm in, I don't want to do that. Now, what I would say, Taurus, is be mindful of the middleman or the friend of a friend or the person who's trying to get you guys connected. I'm not sure if they have their own hidden motives or intentions, or if they're just lying for the person. I don't know, right? But just be mindful of them. And you'll be able to see this because you know either this person's MO, like you know how they get down, how they act, or you know them to be a liar. All right? So just be mindful of that. Anyway, babes, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Gemini. Jamizy. All right, let's see. I'm hearing I'm gonna need a vacation after this. What do you need a vacation after? Okay. Could be taking care of a lot of stuff, or feeling as though you have the world on your shoulders, or the weight of the world on your shoulders. Everybody could be coming to you to solve an issue or a problem. I guess that's why I would definitely need a vacation after that too. So let's see. You could be the matriarch or patriarch of your family. You know, the go-to. The person who they know, well, when in doubt, we can always go to Gemini. Okay. Okay. Sagittarius or Pisces could be significant. I feel like someone's pondering how to come towards you. Yeah, someone's trying to figure out how they can come towards you, how they can bridge some sort of gap between the two of you. But I don't feel like it's possible because it's not something that you want to happen. Also, a Virgo or a Libra could be significant. Okay. Let's see here. Someone's being very convincing over the next 48 hours, as if they, you know, I have changed or things are different. You could also be getting an offer outside of this, not with this individual. I honestly just feel like someone's going to be very disappointed over the next 48 hours with your decision. But the whole thing here is that it feels as though someone knows this, though. I guess. They see you as being very cold, very cold. I don't know. It feels like this is like your cutoff game is strong AF. Okay. I really don't feel like this person even has a chance. But I don't know. This is weird. Maybe this is their thought process. Because I don't see any action being taken towards you. It just seems like somebody is crying in their pillow and like, I can't be Gemini's lover or friend. I already know how they feel about me. And I can't even okie doke them because their intuition is on point. And the fact that you're cold as ice, you don't even... Ooh. Not you pulling cards on them. I don't know. Some of you may be, getting readings on this person, or you pull cards yourself, or you just know, but I don't know. This person doesn't have a chance, it seems like. And in other news, the offer that you may be receiving, it feels as though you could be wanting to negotiate the terms of that offer. Maybe you want it to be a little bit more geared towards what you want it to be geared towards. This is an unusual reading. Not because anything is going wrong. Everything is just fine. You're living your life the way everything is proceeding normally. You're making decisions, you're negotiating terms when it comes to offers outside of relationships. And when it comes to relationships, you're putting your foot down in terms of, I already know where you're coming from or what you're trying to come to me with. If this is a new person, if a new person enters your life, and don't be mean to me now. I'm just saying, if a new person enters your life, see what they're about, right? Just listen, right? Maybe listen. You don't have to give them a chance or anything. Now, if this is a person from your past, you already know what they're coming with, and I understand why you're doing exactly what you're doing. But it feels like to everyone, kind of, you're like, I'm putting my foot down. So everybody feels like you are just not to be played with at this time. Negotiating terms, popping back up, new people. Like, it's just like, I don't know if you're on this like tunnel vision type of thing, but that's what it seemed like. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Also, the criteria or the list of what you want moving forward, it seemed to be getting very strict. Like, oh, I'm not dealing with this next time. I'm not dealing with that. If your toe is going to the left or to the right too much, I don't want to. It's kind of scary. So somebody might be very intimidated by you, or a couple of people might be very intimidated by you, especially over the next 48 hours. The way your energy is coming across is too strong. With the Strength card coming out as we say it. Oh, well, that's why you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Okay. I get it. People put the pressure on you and made you a diamond. Now they mad you hard as the rock, right? So, like, I get it. But over the next 48 hours, your aura, your demeanor, your speech, the way you're communicating with everyone is going to be very intense. And people might shy away from you. Like, so if you see, if you're walking around and someone looks at you and you look up at them, they're going to just kind of turn their head real fast. Like, oh, I don't want them to beat me up. So I don't know, Gemini babes. But again, I'm going to tell you this. Everything is going well. You're taking care of business. Again, you're negotiating terms, putting your foot down. Everything is going really, really well. But don't be so defensive that we miss out on new opportunities and new blessings, or even just some kind words that kind of come in. You know what I mean? We want to take care of ourselves, defend ourselves, but we want the love to come into. We want kind words and gestures to come into. So don't beat anybody up over the next 48 hours. Anyway, babes, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Cancerian. Someone just wants to have fun. I just want to have fun. I just want to laugh or take a load off or something like that. No. Also, if you've been scrolling on your phone, just like laying down, just swoop. Like it feels like you've just been overdoing it. Maybe you're overstimulated, or someone around you is doing this and they could be overstimulated. Switch up the pace a little bit, you know, break up the monotonous or the repetitiveness of doing that. It feels like it'll bring you some sort of either different perspective or change your mood, shift your mood in some sort of way. Okay. Oh, nice. 6 of Wands. Okay. I like it. Okay. So over the next 48 hours, if you decide to go towards something, put your foot down, be somewhat stern about it, things are going to work in your favor. You might have to be stern with another Cancer or maybe a Leo, possibly a Virgo. I want to say Libra as well, but that's kind of like low. Look at this. All you have to do is stay firm and don't doubt yourself. Over the next 48 hours, do not doubt yourself. Whatever it is that you're going towards, it is going to work. Don't let the little last minute jitters or fear get in the way. This could be as small as you cooking something and be like, I don't know if I'll be able to make the turkey. Yes, you will. Don't say that. But it doesn't feel like something like that. It actually feels like you're taking some sort of action towards something. And you could be getting last minute jitters or cold feet, but you don't have to get cold feet because it's going in your favor. I think your mind is just getting the best of you, or you could be overthinking. Now, let me just check and see if this is you overthinking or if this is someone else in your ear. It kind of feels like it might be you. It definitely feels like it's you because look, we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom again. Now, if it's not you and there is someone in your ear whispering, talking about, oh, I don't know if you should go for that. I don't know if you should do that. Honestly, tell them to have a seat. They can have several seats. Because whatever it is that you're going for, I feel like it's fine. It changes something in your world and it's showing that, one, you'll win, but two, it'll get you out of the place that you don't want to be in anymore. Now, whatever it is that you are doing over the next 48 hours, I don't see the gains being significant, but I do see gains. Don't let fear get the best of you. The competition, don't think about it. It doesn't matter. Just do whatever it is that you do. No one is you. No one is Cancer. No one is just like you. It doesn't matter if other people are doing something. When you do it, it's going to be uniquely yours. So don't worry about the competition. Oh, if I get there, will they like me? If I get there, would I be, no. Don't even think about that. Don't think about that. Don't even look at anybody else, because no one else is you. You can't compare yourself to anybody but you. Who has the same DNA as you? Not even your twin. Okay. Take the action. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Don't let fear or a naysayer get in your way. That's just it. Over the next 48 hours, just pursue what you want to pursue. Look at that. I just feel like it's if it's not you overthinking, there is someone who's they're projecting, okay? It could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be, because we have a lot of fire here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as well. But for the most part, it's coming out as a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo. Again, if it's not you overthinking, if it's someone in your ear, just let them know, I respect your opinion, but I also respect mine as well. And I feel like I could do it. I feel like I can go forth. So my opinion matters too, especially when it comes to my life. So I don't know, Cancer. All right. Yes, that's it. That's kind of it. So over the next 48 hours, don't fear, don't have any doubt, and don't let anyone else project fear or doubt onto you. All right, babes? All right. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Leo. Leo, what's up? Last time we had that crazy reading. Hopefully we don't have anything like that again, because yikes. Something about hot sauce. I don't know why. Maybe you like hot sauce on your food. I just got confused. I thought I had another card in here that didn't belong. Butterflies can be significant. Yellow, the color yellow as well. All right, so we have the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups. A Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio would like to speak to you, and you know this. Doesn't have to be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. It just feels like there is someone who, they want to speak to you, but you've shut someone out. are all these people? Oh. Okay. Well, it feels as though over the next 48 hours, certain friends who you were friends with, or maybe you were just cordial with, you no longer want to do that. It kind of feels like you're keeping to yourself over the next 48 hours, especially in regards to a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Why did you guys stop talking? Let's see. Oh. You guys no longer vibe at the same frequency. You don't like to do the same things anymore. Each one of them, they're looking a different way than this one. So it makes me feel as though you're blocking them out for specific reasons. Let's see. And I don't really feel like you're saying to yourself, I have to heal this with them, or I have to make things better. It actually feels like you're like, no, they can stay where they are at this point in time. I don't need them in my life at this moment. I'm really doing well for myself, or I'm starting to feel better when I'm not around them. There's something about these two or whatever, right, that you no longer get along with. It doesn't have to be two. These could be one and the same. Excuse me, all of a sudden, right? I want to see who they are. Wow. Oh, it's two of them. And they are, I don't know if they talk about you when you're not around and that's why you don't want to be next to them, but these two they're up to something. I don't know what they're up to. We're gonna get I have another deck here when it comes to like people. Look at that. Oh. Who's that? You know what? This one. Now, what it seems like here is you no longer want to talk to two individuals. One is highly emotional and always let their spouse put a battery in their back. The other one is super materialistic and always trying to one-up you in terms of finances or keeping up with the Joneses type of thing. And that's why you're distancing yourself from them. Now, it could slightly be a variation of something, but it just it's irritating me because the one who is emotional or gossipy they talk about people, their spouse is always putting a battery in their back and they don't know anything about this. And the other one always trying to one up you, and then they're in cahoots with each other. Drama queen. Look at that. What, you see what I'm saying? Drama queen. That's what it looked like. The one who talks about everyone and gossips and you always got something to say, like a mean girl / guy. They're just a drama person. They are a drama starter. They don't have anything going for them. They, probably don't have a job right now, or they're not getting any money the way that they should be. And then you have this one down here. They don't even have a spouse. All they do, that's why this one's always, you know what, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why, blah, 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 the little scenarios or the actual details of it all. But for you to distance yourself and not speak to them is a good thing over the next 48 hours because they got a lot of mess with them. They got a lot of mess with them. This one let the spouse put the battery in the back and start talking crap about everybody. This one always want to one-up people, but they don't even have a spouse because nobody want to deal with them because either they are a gold digger or they just are tacky to be around. Continue to distance yourself. Continue to, put that space because you're not like them. Not at all. And I understand why you're breaking free and wanting to do something different. So continue to do that. Continue to do that, babes. Anyway, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on with you. I just heard catty. So someone's being catty around you, or you could be catty. But I feel like somebody's being catty around you. And it could be a man or a woman. Just starting something. Unnecessary drama. Also gossiping. Whoa, it's a lot. Okay. So I did hear gossiping and lies. So I'm just going to put that out there just in case. All right. Money, 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 money. Money. Okay, so honestly, over the next 48 hours, I wouldn't worry about the lies, the gossip, the cattiness. Who cares? Because it feels like whatever it is that you're working on, it's bringing in a lot of stability or financial abundance for you. And it feels like it can be coming through multiple sources. Now, there is somebody who is upset that this is happening. A Leo, another Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. The Lovers. Ooh, nice. And we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom. All right. So this is really good, Virgo. Over the next 48 hours, your hard work and dedication is paying off. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you have been working on, it does show that it is becoming a lot more fruitful. So let's take a look. An Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius could want to speak to you. We have two strength cards. Kind of feels as though they're not quite certain as how to get their point across. Doesn't have to be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It's just someone with fire in their chart. There's a lot of offers coming towards you. But it feels like you're in a flow state. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're very focused on it. And this could be the reason why someone's upset or why Yeah, they're very upset. This is because you're focused on work. You're focused on your stability or your career, or making a home for yourself, or getting a new home, situating your current one. That's what it feels like everyone is looking at you as. Or that's the way they're viewing you at this point in time. Right. To be honest, Virgo, over the next 48 hours, again, you're just focused on either your finances or your stability. There is something about you being very tunnel vision and focused. And there are people of and around you who would like to make an offer or initiate some sort of conversation with you. But they're not able to get through. They're not able to get through. On the one hand, there's one person who, it feels like I'm not sure if they don't know what to do. And on the other hand, someone feels as though they're just counting themselves out. Either because your spiritual team is locking them out, or they're just counting themselves out. Then there is another person here who knows that you don't want to speak to them at all. And that could be because of some sort of justice prevailing, karma, or even a legal situation. That's a lot. It's not really, it's not complicated. It's not anything bad going on. It just feels like whatever flow state you're in, it might just be locking everyone else out, because whatever it is that you're doing is gaining momentum that you just want to leave it at that. Because it doesn't feel like anything is bad. It just honestly feels like a lot of people aren't able to get into your world. So now, if you do want this to change, you might want to make yourself a little bit more available so that people can get in touch with you, or so that people are able to, see what's up or something like that. But if you want to continue into that flow state, or you want to continue to focus on your finances, your stability, that's fine too. It just depends where you are, Virgo, on this scale. So again, if you want to let in the offers, you might want to make yourself a little bit more available. If you don't, continue to have that tunnel vision on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, because you're definitely accomplishing it. Again, there is someone who's upset that it kind of feels like you are gaining stability or momentum or finances. This is the person who it's either justice, karma, or legal situations. So if a legal situation went in your favor, this person is very much upset. But the other two individuals, I don't know. That one has a problem with insecurity, like they're insecure, and the other person is just, I don't know what to do. So yeah. I guess that's it, Virgo. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Libra. All right, Libra. Ooh, okay. You know what I'm getting? Like a lot of stretching, right? Stretching, yoga, Pilates. So you could be saying, I need to stretch more, or I need to exercise, or something like that. But it doesn't seem like strenuous exercise. It just feels like, I should do a little bit more stretching and drink a little bit more water. Or this is something that you have been doing lately. Okay. Someone doesn't eat their vegetables the way they should. I don't know if it's a child, if it's you. And that could be something that you want to change. And I don't mean like you don't eat vegetables at all. It feels like maybe you want to diversify your vegetables. Like, don't just eat broccoli or asparagus all the time. Like, you know, throw a little carrot or, you know, zucchini. I don't know. Let's get off these vegetales. All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. Things moving slow and steady for you. It feels like you're gaining good momentum in whatever it is that you're working on or whatever it is that you're pursuing. And in the midst of you pursuing something, something kind of happens for you. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like you're co-creating with the universe right now. It feels like you're in some sort of really good alignment because you're embracing, I don't know, it feels like all qualities of your zodiac sign. So if you have, let's say you have Earth as your rising or your moon, it feels like you are really integrating those things all in one to make something move forward. It also feels like it could just be your dark and light aspects, you know, your shadow side with this Temperance being here. Also, there could be a conversation with a Leo that's coming up. Okay. I don't know. It seems like a little bit of a bad conversation over the next 48 hours. Let's see. So Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Leo as the major arcanas. Doesn't have to be any of those signs. Just mentioning the major arcanas. Yeah, okay. So you have someone who wants to make something right. But I'm not sure if this is something that, you know, makes you happy. With the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords being here, there's a lot of conflict and there's emotional upset that's happening. We also have the Five of Pentacles. So it's like someone, they could be expressing themselves as to, I'm upset that I'm out in the cold. You know, I'd like to get things back together. Or you could be expressing, this isn't something that I want. This isn't something that is going to make me happy. But let's see. Five of Swords again. Because it starts out good and then it doesn't. You know, we have this slow and steady, somebody, you know, maybe coming out of hiding. Maybe it's taken someone a long time to get to you or say something. But maybe that's the issue here, because with the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Wheels, you could be having that conversation. Oh, it's taking you this long to want to speak up or say something. Then when it comes to the Ace of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and then the Five of Swords. So it's like you're making this love offer now. You know what I mean? Now that things are starting to roll in, or now that things are changing in my life. It's just there's a conflict here with whatever it is that's going on. Now, I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing, because we're seeing it now. So we can try to prevent some of the upset by thinking of a good, maybe, I don't know, plan / conversation. No, it is what it is. I really get this feeling, Libra, you're in a stable position at this point. Things are starting to move forward for you in a positive way. And then there is someone who may be popping back up. This can be a friend. This could be a love partnership, whomever, right? And I don't feel as though you're receptive to whatever advancements or offers that they have to give you. I feel like someone let something get to a point where there may be a no return. Now, on a lighter note, this could be, you know, someone taking a long time and they're late. They're just late over the next 48 hours. And you could be saying, they're going to hear my mouth. They're going to hear it. You know, it doesn't have to be a large scale of, you know, pop back up or reconciliation. It could simply be someone's late to whatever it is that you invited them to, and you're going to give them an earful. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, a Leo, or an Aries. Now, if this is a pop back up, right, it feels like because time have lapsed, or because someone didn't take the appropriate action, you kind of don't trust this individual, and you don't want to willingly let them in over the next 48 hours. Especially if you feel as though, well, the time that we haven't been speaking, or the time that we haven't been, you know, hanging out, what were you doing? What were you up to that you weren't able to come forth or have a conversation? I don't know, maybe this person has some like legal issues. Hold on, let's see. Let's be nosy. I mean, realistically, what they were doing was realizing that you were the person they always wanted to be next to, or you were their good friend, or you know what I mean? Like, that's what they were doing. Feels like they were growing, to be honest. But there was also some issue in the background. I don't know what they were doing. Either something didn't go right with wherever they were, because it is conflict there. Because you don't have the Five of Wands with them, but they have a Five of Wands with someone. And that's why they're coming towards you. Do we want to see the Five? I kind of want to see it. Nosy. All right, let's see. I want to take a look at this King of Cups because he's only, yeah, he's the only one there. So what's on his biscuit? What's on your biscuit, mister? I told you they were growing. Live and learn. That's what they were doing. They were growing. Yeah, okay, they're running from their troubled past and stuff. They could have been doing things out of like ego and crap like that. So I don't really think this person was doing anything crazy, but at the same time, they were doing something. So I kind of want to see that a little bit, and then we'll move on. This could be them arguing with the people who they are friends with now, or arguing with the person they left you for, or the one that they thought was better, who, whatever, right? Yeah, no, they don't even like them. It's just showing they left a toxic situation. So they left a toxic situation. They are on their way towards you to say whatever. Depends on how you want to proceed with this, Libra, because it feels like you have your own reservations about how you're going to approach this, and it kind of seemed like it has a little bit of a conflicting energy. What I would say over the next 48 hours, if you can, well, no, you'll be able to take care of this on a case-by-case basis. It's not like you could really set yourself up for a conversation with someone you know that you're going to have a disagreement with. I guess the best thing to do is just, make sure you breathe, right? So you don't get overly excitable, or not excitable in a good way, but overly charged up. That's the only thing that I would be able to say, because you don't want to give all of your energy out arguing with someone who you ultimately don't even want to be around, if that's the case. So, take some time, do some breath work, and think about how you want to approach the situation. Yeah, babes, I think that's it. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Scorpio. I almost forgot. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on with you. You need to drink more water. Hydrate. And what's going on with your sleep pattern? Do you have weird hours, or the hours are weird? Something about your hours being weird. Now, I'm not sure if this has something to do with your sleep patterns or rhythms, or if this is your paycheck and the hours aren't copacetic. Maybe it's a different time zone. Maybe you gotta get caught up. I don't know. All right. Ooh, boo. Someone's trying to be a roadblock in your life. And it feels like this person thinks that they know best. But honestly, they just give me this evil queen, evil king type of deal. And the reason why I say that is because I'm thinking of like I'm thinking of Rapunzel and the queen locked her in the tower. And it feels like that's kind of what's happening here. Someone wants you to stay put or stay placed so that they can benefit off of you, or so that they are able to reap something. Whereas whatever it is that you want to go or proceed with, it's a problem. A Cancer, another Scorpio could be significant. I don't like this. We have the Three of Swords at the bottom. And the reason why I don't like this is because why do you have to sneak away? This honestly feels like a mom or a dad, maybe. Uncle, aunt, a matriarch, patriarch of your family. Someone who you have to give respect to, possibly. Because it feels like someone's just... You have to be quiet about your actions, or quiet about your movements, or quiet about the work that you're doing. And why? You know? Why are you being like that, person? This also makes me feel as though you have to hide your resources as well. So if you are working towards something and someone sees that you're getting a little bit more in your pocket, oh, well, this, that, I don't know what they're saying, but it feels like you have to hide it, or you have to keep it a secret, or I don't know. I don't know what kind of energy this is. I'm confused. Yeah, like, oh my goodness, really? Oh my gosh. I don't know, do you help family? Or does family want you to help them? Is that it? Someone seems codependent on you. But again, I mean, and don't be mad at me, Scorpio. But if someone's codependent on you, at some point, you did something to make them codependent. So you could have kept some sort of lie alive, or you could have kept some sort of something toxic. You could have kept it afloat, because it feels like this is something that it kind of feels like family, or maybe you're a people pleaser at work. I don't know, because this is weird. Because it makes me feel as though you're trying to get out of it, but it's hard. Let's see. And the fact that we have Cancer, Pisces, and your sign, Scorpio, this could be a very emotional type of a situation. Wow. Someone doesn't want you to... Oh. Your stability and your choices threatens the dynamic of whatever it is that someone has. So, because we have the Two of Cups coming up here, it's like, let's say you are working and you get a home. you moving away threatens someone's stability or threatens whatever it is that they have currently. You being in a love partnership threatens whatever it is because it pulls you away. Something about you being pulled away by things that you probably want or need in your life is threatening someone else, and they don't want it to occur. Now, over the next 48 hours, it honestly feels like divine intervention with the Death card and the Temperance being here. So you may be able to break free, or you may be able to, I don't know, get away. I think you'll be able to get away. But then, I don't know, this person though, and the fact that you got to keep things secret. What is this? Why is this? Where are they? Let me see who they are. They know it's gonna happen eventually, and they don't have really anything to keep you, but I don't like this energy because it almost feels like the devil, but the devil is not here. So you're not locked in or tied into anything. There's no contract here. So it makes me feel like it either is family or work, that if you go this way, that there'll be, you know, something about their foundation shakes. Okay. Well, I can tell you this. This person will get their karma for whatever it is that they're doing. They know that they're doing it. They know that they're holding you back from something, or they know that they're trying to reap something from you. This person will get their karma. And the reason why they're doing this, I wouldn't say that this person is naturally, you know, caca poo poo, but it's just like it's their past that they haven't really healed from or gotten over, and this is why they still do the things that they do, and why they're projecting that onto you. And they know that they crossed the boundaries. It says boundaries were one second. Boundaries were crossed, and the worst part, they act like it was their right. So they know that they've overstepped their boundaries with you. They know that they did the most, and, you know, but they did the most because they needed something. They wanted something from you. So over the next 48 hours, what I do see, Scorpio, is that you could be taking action towards something that you're working on, or maybe even a love partnership. Doesn't necessarily have to be love per se. It could be, you know, going, hanging out with different types of friends. But I do see that you are pulling away so that you're able to do something a little bit differently. The thing about this also, and kind of like, well, whatever. The thing about this is that you are keeping it a secret. So there's still energy of and around you that is going to suggest that this person is trying to hold you back or keep you from whatever it is that you want. Anyway, babes, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Saggy boo. I'm trying to get the message that is coming for you. Someone really, I don't know if you left anyone on red. Someone's begging for the answer. They need you to let them know something. I don't know. Yeah, someone's looking for the answer. I feel like you've left this person on red for a while. or you haven't given somebody an answer, and it's starting to worry them. This person kind of seems emotional. They could, I'm not saying all water signs are emotional. I'm just going to link it, emotions with cups. So it could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Three of Cups. Ooh, nice. Well, it seems like you don't want to give them the answer because you got a lot of other things going on. It feels like some good stuff is happening over the next 48 hours for you. We have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom, so a collaboration could be highlighted. I know they don't be straight. I hope you guys don't have OCD. I try to get them as straight as possible, but yeah, I really don't care. All right, let's see. Let's see what this Three of Cups is. Interesting. Three major arcanas. Now, you can be excited about someone over the next 48 hours, or someone could be excited about you, put it where it fits, right? But when it comes to making an offer, it kind of feels as though someone is reserved at doing so. Either you feel like it's not going to be received well, or they feel like it's not going to be received well. It kind of feels like a water sign with earth placements, or an earth sign with water placements. I don't know. This is interesting. It's not bad at all. It just feels like, well, I don't know whether to proceed forward because I don't know how they're going to take it, or I don't know how it's going to be received. Also, there could be this energy of, I don't know if they're seeing anyone, or I don't know if, they want anybody to reach out to them. This could be you or the other person. But there is a want to work together, but there's also this energy of, I don't know if they want to. I don't know if they want to. Someone's getting like the jitters. Yeah. This is not bad at all. We have the Three of Cups at the bottom of this deck. It just really feels like, I don't know, it's a good feeling. I can't explain it. It's a want to work with someone, but just not knowing whether they want to work with you or not knowing whether they want to be with you. I guess you'll have to find out by taking the first step, whether this is you, Sagittarius, or them. Who's this? So you have a friend, huh? Who's kind of like, either they have a friend or you have a friend. There's someone who could be saying, go for it. Make the offer. The friend who's giving you the advice, I feel like they could be single. Let's see some of this stuff. Also, one of them could be intuitive. So they could be like, look, I don't feel like anything is bad. Just go for it. Yeah, you don't know. You're like, I don't know. What does your intuition tell you? Does your intuition tell you it's okay to go forth, or like it feels like somebody's just very, very like, I don't know. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Go for it. Get out of your head. I don't know. Whomever you're going towards, it doesn't feel like they're closed off at all. I can definitely say that. So whether whether you're cross-watching for a Sagittarius, it doesn't feel like they're closed off to anything. It just feels like they could just be working, doing the things that they need to do for their household, themselves, whatever. And if this is you, Sagittarius, same deal. It feels like this person is just, working and doing the things that they need to do. It don't feel like anything's restricting them. And to be honest, if you want to go out, I feel like there's a plan to go out. It seems good. Seems fine. I think it's just a fear, anxiety, or worry that's kind of getting the best of you or them over the next 48 hours. But your friend is right, or you're right to tell your friend that, you don't feel like there's anything bad that's going to happen with this. Now, initially speaking, I do feel like if you are going out with this individual or something along those lines, or want to go out, the initial plans might be rescheduled. Don't let that be like, oh, that's the sign. No, that's not a sign. It's actually, oh, wow, someone's interested in me. Now I have to rearrange my schedule so that I can fit them in. That's what that is. Because, they didn't know it was going to happen, or you didn't know it was going to happen. So over the next 48 hours, if there is something that you want to go towards, or, make an offer, try it out. It doesn't seem bad at all. Anyway, babes, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Caps. You need to get some rest. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know. I just kind of feel like you're up at strange hours, and it doesn't feel like the type that is, I'm up all night and I sleep through the day, and it's not like that. It's like I'm up all night, then I get up and I go to work, and it's like, what? Wait, what? You sure you want to burn the candle at both ends like that? So you could be working extra hard or picking up a lot of hours, or maybe incorporating some sort of side hustle, or keeping all of your side hustles afloat. Because, child, you need some rest. Also, your mind. Your mind is very active. Maybe do some sort of, maybe a book or journaling or scripting type to get yourself focused. Excuse me. Look what's at the bottom. The Nine of Swords. So something's going on with your mind. It doesn't feel necessarily bad. You could just be overthinking, overanalyzing. And I also get this energy of, did I turn the stove off? Let me go check the stove. Okay, and then I lay down. Oh, did I put that food in the fridge? Let me get up and let me go. And then you lay back down. You know what I mean? That type of kind of slightly crazy energy. I'm not saying you're crazy, but you seem antsy, or you got a lot of energy. Maybe the gym. Maybe the gym would be good. You know, there's someone on your mind. That's what it is. Someone who you're not speaking to. Excuse me. Someone who you've disconnected from. Yeah, Three of Swords. Okay. I kind of get this feeling that you might have thought things would be different between the two, or things would be different this time around. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a love partnership. It can be any friendship. Okay. I'm here, Capricorn. I'm taking a drink and also looking at your cards. For some reason, it feels like you don't want to join in activities or something. I don't know what that sound is. I hope it stops. I know it was only 2 times, but 2 times too many, man. It feels like you don't want to be a part of something over the next 48 hours. This could be a part of a crowd, a social group, family, whatever. Especially if you have been known to remove yourself from that situation. I don't want to give it a bad reading, but I kind of feel like you want to spruce things up. Like you want new excitement, new friends, or new experiences. This is almost giving me one of those kind of like, I'm not going to say midlife crisis or like a Britney Spears moment, but it kind of feels like you want to do something completely different because the past wasn't working out, or the things that you're currently doing is not working out. So let me change that. Let me switch things up. You could be doing something completely different than your normal routine over the next 48 hours. Let's see. Ooh. What? I don't know, Capricorn, because it feel like you could say, oh, well, let me hang out with family. Let me hang out with some different friends. And then you get there and you're like, this isn't fulfilling. This ain't it. Damn. Also, if this is a love partnership, you can try to get things back together, but then see how disconnected you are really from this other person. So that could also be highlighted. I don't want to say Capricorn just needs love. But that's what it feels like. Your emotional needs aren't really being met. And I feel like it's bothering you. Because either all you do is work or all you do is take care of everyone else. And again, this could be family. This could be your co-workers, friends. You're always giving out advice or help or whatever the case may be. And your emotional needs aren't met. And it feels like over the next 48 hours, an attempt to have your emotional needs fulfilled, you hang out with either your family or you hang out with a certain group of people. But that doesn't give you the fulfillment that you want. Because either someone says something stupid or you aren't able to have good conversations with them, or they can't meet you mentally. And then your mind defaults back to when you were emotionally satisfied. But again, you don't want to go back to that because either this person doesn't meet you mentally, emotionally, or whatever the case may be. Ooh, round and round my automobile. If you're a driver, maybe you are going to be taking a drive or something like that. But the only thing that's really highlighted over the next 48 hours, Capricorn, is work. Finances, stability, things like that. What I would say, don't look for emotional satisfaction in anyone. Look for it within yourself. Find the things that make you happy. Find the things that make your heart sing. You can find this emotional satisfaction within yourself. You don't need to look outside of yourself. It doesn't have to be in friends, family, or even a love partnership. This could be, I love going to the gym. I love cooking. I love writing books. Or I love whatever. You can find emotional satisfaction within yourself. And I think that's where it should start, because honestly, everyone is disappointing you. So why not go within? You're not going to disappoint yourself. And if you do, you know how to make yourself happy again. Right? Right. All right, babes. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Aquarius. Aquarius, you don't know how happy I am to get to your sign. Why? Because I know I'm almost done. That's honestly the truth. So it's not relevant to anything, but that makes me think that your bluntness, it's necessary or needed. And someone might even be taken aback by it. They might be like, well, damn. Damn, Aquarius, you had to say it like that. Well, how else do you want me to say it? I don't want to lie. Okay. So someone could be looking for you to coddle their feelings or give them the answer that they want, whereas you're going to give them the answer they deserve or need. Virgo. Okay. Oh-dee-doo-dee-doo. An Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius could be trying to figure you out. But they're going about it in the wrong way. There seems to be some sort of exchange of finances over the next 48 hours. Now, this could be you giving money to someone to just go pick something up for you, or someone could be giving you money to pick something up. But I do feel like there's going to be an exchange of finances over the next 48 hours. Let's take a look. This fire sign, this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could just be someone with, fire qualities, or a lot of action, passionate, spontaneous, things like that. But they are, so I don't know, if you want them to do something, write it down. Write it down, because I don't think they'll be able to. You can't tell this person go get eggs, milk, and cereal, because then they're gonna be like, damn, what you say? You said I know you said cereal, and what else? Oh my gosh. So I don't think someone listens properly. I don't think that they're taking the information in properly over the next 48 hours. You might end up having to do something yourself, or you're going to have to explain it in details to this individual. Let's see what this is. Yeah, no, don't. Lord, I don't know. If this is a partner, if this is somebody you're working with, or a sibling, it just feels like you should have did it yourself. I'm not going to lie. And it's not that this person doesn't want to help, but the way that they think, the way that they move is just bizarro. You come across as being a lot more stable than this individual. And then they could even be like, I told you not to, give it to me to do, or let's see. Don't even give them the money. Don't give them the money, because they are not going to bring back eggs, cereal, and milk. No, they're not. They're like, look at this. I got this super soaker. You're like, what? Where's the eggs, cereal? Oh, yo, that's what you said. That is what you said to do. Now, obviously, it's not going to be this scenario for everyone. But overall, I feel as though you are communicating with someone who doesn't see the details of something. They don't think the way you think. They don't allocate their time the way you do. If you give them some sort of money to fulfill something or do something, it kind of feels like this person does the opposite. I don't feel like they're good with finances or instructions for that matter. Now, if this has nothing to do with instructions and finances, this is also if you are making a love offer to someone, the way that they're going to be receptive to you is going to throw you off because it's not going to be the way that you're coming towards them. So it might not feel evenly yoked. It might not feel like it's a 50-50 dynamic. Even though both are showing up is on, loosely quote, the same level, it just, you guys think completely different. Look at them. Oh, Lord, no, they didn't. Over the next 48 hours, look, mwah to this person, right? Because they are the little engine that could. I think I can. I could be just like Aquarius. I could do this. I got it. I got this. They don't. I promise you they don't. They really feel like they do, and they really feel like they got their head on straight. But when it comes down to it, just check in. Just check in with them. Don't micromanage and stuff because they might need it, but you don't have to micromanage. But if this is something to do with instructions, write it down because this person is really under the impression that they can do it the way you can do it, and they can't. They cannot. They don't see the world or see things the way you do. And that's not a problem. We should all be seeing things differently so we can be expressing life differently, right? That's the variation of it all. But if you want them to get a task done that you typically get done, that's not going to happen. They're not going to do it like you. And then you're going to feel like, I should have did it in the first place. And you don't need to have that because this person is not a bad person. They're just a dun-dun-dun. You know what I mean? And not in a really, really like bad way. It's just, certain people think differently. And you be like, whoa, I know you're not stupid. Like, I know you're not dumb. You know what I mean? But where did that thought come from? So that's what I'm seeing over the next 48 hours. If there is some sort of task that you need to do, I'm not going to say just do it yourself, because if you do need the assistance, you might have to really get the details of who you want to do it. Just get the details all written out. Now, if that's not going to work, because honestly, it might not, have a plan B. Just have a plan B. Maybe send somebody with them to do it, or you know what I mean? Like, just have a plan B. You can let them do whatever it is that they want to do, and they might get it right. It don't seem like it. But they might get it right. But just have a plan B. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, babes, give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya. Pisces. Pisces. Don't fake smile for anyone. You don't got a fake smile. If you don't feel it, you don't feel it. Somebody might be wanting you to pretend and put on a face, but pretend for what? Why are we acting like that didn't occur, or that we not feeling this type of way? Why? I guess someone is really around you who is out for the appearances. They don't care if actually what's going on behind closed doors, as long as it look good on the outside. So you may be experiencing that over the next 48 hours. of Pentacles. Whatever it is, this group thing, maybe it's a group, maybe it's an organization, maybe it's your job. I don't feel like you are vibing with it anymore. Even if this is a love partnership, I feel like you're not into it anymore. Something isn't as good as they made it out to seem, or as good as it should have been or could have been. And it feels like you're not gaining from it. But this might be like a tradition, right? Like that everyone does. But you've been watching it for some time now, and it's not what it's cracked up to be. It's like you've been, I don't know, people could have been glorifying some sort of aspect. This job is great, or this organization is great, these people are great, or the person who, a love partnership is great. But then you're in it and you've been dealing with it for some time, and you're like, but this is not great. It's not, and I don't want to be a part of it. Yeah, I feel like you're getting kind of tired of something. Especially if it's an old way of doing something. I feel like you've outgrown it. Or you no longer just feel like it's interesting, or you want to participate in it. Yeah, I feel like you'd rather do something different. Completely different than this. It feels so you want more of a rewarding situation. So let's say whatever situation this is, it's not giving you what you want. It's not presenting anything. It's not building you up or making you better than you were yesterday. It feels like you're wanting to move into a place where it's equal give and take, or I'm getting what I'm putting in. Ooh, child. Ooh, I don't know. A Scorpio could be significant, because I was going to say Scorpio for some reason. Also a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. They know you don't want to come back. They know you don't want to come back, but do you have a say? Like, let me see. I mean, you always have a say, but this Nine of Cups is, I don't know. I feel like somebody is going to be disappointed that you don't want to participate or stay in this situation. So they're going to be like, oh, well, why you want to quit? Or why you don't want to be a part of the organization? Or why you don't want to keep up the tradition? Why you don't want to be with this person? Something like that. Because it ain't you. Your intuition in your heart is telling you, I don't need to be here. This ain't for me. So whether this is with a person, a place, or a thing, you're saying, this isn't for me. I want to go to somewhere or go towards something that's going to be fulfilling and healing. Because I don't know if this other situation is not healing, if it just causes pain or destruction or whatever the F. Because it seemed like what you want is a clear path out. A clear path out. And again, whether this is a person, place, thing, this is family, whether this is friends, whether this is a love partnership, whatever the situation you have going on over the next 48 hours, you're trying to distance yourself from it. But it is going to make either a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn upset, or possibly an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, babes? All right. Give me some smooches. That has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'll see ya.